guys with the post.
Oh yeah, she's a wonderful pet. She's you know, she's 7 years old, and she's been here. I guess we've done this for a number of years here. We've had Pocono, which is kind of nice, you know, and she's one of our main attractions. They like to see Pocono.
Yeah. She works 1 day a year.
Yeah, really.
Now, how is it that you have a deer for a pet?
Oh, we got her from a deer farm. Yeah, the thing is that back some years ago, a friend of mine told me about this deer farm they had up in Bartow, Pennsylvania, and the husband and wife that ran the deer farm were bottle feeding it. And I thought, wow, that's an opportunity, you know, a photo op. I had little kids and stuff like that. So we took her up to, we called him and asked him to be okay. We come up and he said, all right. The mother's milk didn't come in or rejected her, and so that they didn't, you know, they had a bottle feeder. So my kids did it. We had great pictures, and the following week they drove us crazy, and we ended up going up and buying Pocono.
What is a deer farm?
What is a deer farm? There are deer farms all over the state of Pennsylvania.
What's that mean?
It's where they raise deer they raise them for their head, their racks and things like that. They have deer racks that are, you know, that have many points up this way, have points that hang down at the same time. You know, she's in the certification program as compared to the monitoring program and that sort of thing. But they have, it's governed by the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture and the United States Department of Agriculture. So, you know, where she's concerned, there's veterinarians that see her once a year and that sort of thing, and so she's got, you know, I guess a following you wouldn't see if you found a deer in the woods, you know. So.
I guess I'm being a little bit thick. Deer are bred there?
Oh yeah, sure. The thing is, there's something called chronic wasting disease, which is kind of like mad cow disease. There's never been a case of it in the state of Pennsylvania yet, but there have been in other states, especially out west, where they have what they call cervids have chronic wasting disease, which is, you know, like elk, deer, they're all in that cervid family. So a number of years back, they decided to relegate the responsibility of monitoring deer to the Department of Agriculture. So that's why she's part of that program. She's actually in the certification part, which means she can travel anywhere in the state. They're kept away from deer in the wild, you know, so they don't have any chance. So if you're hunting deer, it's not like shooting deer in a barrel, but you know, there are deer that are released in hunting preserves, and you know that they're in the monitoring program or certification program, and you know you're not going to get a deer that might have, you know, this problem. Although it's not been proven that it causes humans any problem that they would eat that meat. But frankly, I would rather not have a deer that has, you know.
All right, thanks for coming out.
Hey, take care now. Nice
Now,
meeting you.
if you're hunting in a reserve where just deer who have been certified as disease-free.
Well, they were certified from coming from a deer farm, yeah.
So she's kind of a rescue, or
no, she's not a rescue. She's
rescued
from a deer farm.
Yeah. She could end up being hunted.
No, we fell in love with her, and unfortunately, I mean, you know, it's one of those things where, yeah, she is. She's beautiful. You want a picture with her in it? They stomp their foot, and you'll hear that even in the woods. They'll make a noise that it's audible, and they'll snort, and that's to tell the herd there's something out there we should clear out. So.
And what's the third noise they make?
Well, they'll bleat, and they only do that when they're upset.
What's that sound like?
It's like bleat. It's like a sound it makes. It's kind of like comes from their, I guess, deep within their nose type thing. She's become attached to my mother. We originally had her for my kids, but you know they're now off of college and grown up. And the bottom line is that my mother, who lives with us, spends the time with the deer. You know, she'll go out in the backyard, sit down, Pocono will curl up beside her. They're just famous together. So, but if we were going somewhere traveling and we take her with us when we go, if we're going to go, you know, like for a period of time, and if Mom goes into the store and she's left in the car, she'll start bleeding. You know, part of her herd has disappeared and she's upset.